Now, listen, you guys. One thing about Karma is it will never ever forget your address because guess who's out here crashing out for the whole world to see? It is none other than the Laffy Taffy alien, okay? I am talking about Stephen A. Smith. Now, we're also going to be talking about the topics that we were supposed to talk about in the previous video, the misread lawsuit, as well as the Matlamini, predictions. And at the same time, Jess Hilarious is addressing Offset, and she's basically rolling out threats to that man. And these are some of the things that we will be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So let us start with Matlamini. Let us start with Doja Cat. Well, Doja Cat and Jake Harlow have got a song that is out. It is called Just Us, and the song came, with a video. Just putting it out there, but it is actually being reported that their song Just Us is challenging a top 60 debut on the Billboard Hot 100, which is rather shocking for a lot of people because Doja Cat, when it actually comes to the charts, she has been doing amazing. And Jack Harlow also does have the industry support. So obviously, people are wondering what is happening. Where did the industry payola go? Is it going to other new artists that are coming up that I shall not mention by name, or what exactly is happening? But you guys, if you remember, when I did a review about the song, I did tell you that it does not sound to me like a song that would be a massive hit, and I did tell you that it's not that memorable. It doesn't have anything that's catchy, and the bars from both artists, in my own opinion, are mid. And I kind of predicted that, it's probably not going to do very well because it's not that much of a great song. Payola aside, I do feel like Payola does exist, but to a certain extent, if a song is just too ass, there's nothing much that Payola can do. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Miss Red. It is being reported that Miss Red is getting sued by her in laws or by the grandparents of her baby because they are alleging that Miss Red instructed their followers to basically go and, come for them and harass them. And yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about this entire situation. Do you think that Miss Red's relatives do have a case against her? But then again, yeah, I guess as a celebrity, she hasn't learned, how to control what she says. She's still acting like she's somebody who's not famous. Because the reality of it is, when you do become famous, people will trap you. People will literally bait you into doing ridiculous things so that they in turn can turn around and sue you. Like, how many cases have we heard of journalists and paparazzi that basically goes as far as provoking artists just to get a reaction? And after getting that reaction, of course, they will go ahead and sue. Moving on, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about the Laffy Taffy alien. Hello, Stephen A. Smith. It seems like this time he has decided to go back and forth with none other than Lebron. And personally, I am loving everything about this interaction. It's literally very entertaining for me because I do not have a dog in this fight. So it's purely entertainment. Stephen A. Smith is crashing out, and this is coming after, a couple of weeks ago, we spoke about how LeBron basically checked Stephen, and Stephen was just looking like, oh my God, what's happening? He kind of didn't expect it, I guess, but he didn't really do anything. But LeBron, clearly from the energy of that video, we could see that LeBron is not playing with this man. And since then, he has gone on, I don't know how many platforms, talking about this entire situation with LeBron. And yesterday, he decided to come with very interesting, I don't know, I don't know if I should call them opinions or if I should call them what ifs. Because this man yesterday decided to say that, listen, if LeBron had decided to come for me physically, I would have squared up with him. Stephen said that to LeBron, you guys. And I'm like, why are you even hypothesizing about a situation that actually happened and you didn't do anything? Like, what do you mean you would be able to square up with LeBron? With what muscles? With what hair, even? I know that hair is important in a fight, but I mean, it does add to confidence. I mean, if you're gonna go, to a face-off with someone, you would need your hair. I'm just being silly, you guys. But anyway, he went off and said that. And LeBron was like, listen, I've been, keeping quiet for a very long time, but now you're going a little bit far. And boy, oh boy, did this man not sit up there and say that, well, Stephen is now acting like Taylor Swift. He is in some Taylor Swift moment. He's going on tour, basically talking about this entire situation. And I was like, drag him, bro. Drag him, LeBron. Drag him, because also people are saying that with the criticism of LeBron's son, he then alluded to saying, oh well, as a parent. And that's when LeBron was like, listen, you can say anything else you want to say about my son's skills, about my skills, but when you take it to like personal stuff and now you're talking about as a parent, what do you mean as a parent? Like, who do you think you're talking about? Georgina, what's the name of of that woman? Oh my god. Huh? And LeBron was not having it. And honestly, I'm very happy for this sport academics being checked, because he has such a loud mouth, sometimes comes for women unprovoked. So when I saw LeBron putting him in his place, I was like so excited. So let me insert what Stephen A. Smith had to say about, squaring up with LeBron and how LeBron responded to that. And then I'll catch you guys after that.
Yep.
Which leads obviously to you and Stephen A. Hey, legit, that feels like a moment that had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're watching it. Yep. We're all seeing it.
Oh yeah,
you're seeing it as well.
He literally, it started off with, I didn't want to address it.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it, but since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
Yeah, on fire. You would be not to talk about it.
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you could address it, it's your ass. Like seriously, it's, and like another, he completely like missed the whole point. The whole point. Never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job, to criticize or to, be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. And I think a lot of the media, including him, and I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about it again. Oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer and sit in his chair in his tighty whities on the couch.
I hope at some point you two do get a chance. But you're right.
Dude, like relax, bro. Like relax. Like seriously. Yep.
Which
went on national television yesterday and lied. He said that I have no problem with you talking about the game. What did I say about Bronny James other than at the time he wasn't ready? That was it. I said nothing else. So if that's the issue, and I pointed to LeBron James and the fact that you've circumvented a meritocracy just to get your wish at the expense of the credibility of the league in a lot of people's eyes, that's talking about you. That's not talking about your son. And then he goes about the business of taking it a step further. First of all, let's really trying to be as respectful as I possibly can be towards LeBron James. One of the top 2 or 3 players in the history of basketball, number 2 in my eyes. A treasure to the game of basketball that we should and will all miss when he is gone. I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this. Stop this. That man put his hands on me. I would have immediately swung on him. immediately. That man.
Make it more free. Yeah, push. Clean up the upcut more. Raise him up. Yeah, make it more free. Yeah, push. Clean up the upcut more.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. As if that was not enough, LeBron also went further on his Instagram and he's basically trolling this man, okay? He put a video, I'm sorry, on boxing, and boy oh boy, it's not a pleasant sight. It is not the sight of someone that is threatening to come against someone physically. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. And at this point with the LeBron videos, I kind of understand why LeBron has been friends with Drake, because this is giving Drake energy. This is pretty much Drake energy, the trolling and everything. I'm like, these guys are actually besties. Speaking of which, nowadays it seems like LeBron is constantly using Drake's music. I did see on his recent post he did put Nokia there, and so I don't know if they made up behind the scenes or what exactly is happening. But at this point in time, in this moment, thank you, LeBron, for checking Stephen A. Smith. Now, as if that's not enough, Stephen A. Smith came back, and that's when he just crashed out. And it's just so embarrassing to watch. And he was now bringing up Kobe and saying, oh my God, why didn't you attend this? Oh my goodness, I didn't talk about this, but now I can talk about it. And it's pretty much giving, he cannot believe that he actually got checked. He cannot believe that actually somebody had the audacity to stand up against him and, to hold him accountable for the words that he utters. And I guess these men are just used to saying any and everything. And so to see LeBron standing up for himself and his child, he could not believe that. So this man had a massive crash out, and to the point where he was even alluding to being more important than LeBron to sport. And I'm just like, what are you, what are you even saying, sir? But anyway, let me insert what Stephen A. Smith had to say, and then I'll catch you guys after that.
Champ. I suggest that he be happy with the things that I haven't brought up. I never brought up really and never really discussed why you were not at Kobe Bryant's memorial service. I never really brought up or discussed why you did not attend Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame induction when that man was directly responsible for you capturing a championship for the first time in your career. I brought up none of that. I didn't bring up the fact that even though when people had asked, you had alluded to what had happened tragically to your son, and thank God he's okay with his heart condition. I didn't bring up the fact that even though you couldn't go to the Hall of Fame induction of Dwayne Wade weeks earlier, you were out of the country on business. I didn't bring that up. That's your personal business, okay? But the fact is, you wasn't at the Hall of Fame induction of a brother that's going to drastically assist to you being a Hall of Famer because he helped you become the champion that you are, and he was a big brother to you. I brought up none of these things. But LeBron James, at the end of the day, wants to come at me, and he's walking around pouting. Why would he be pouting? The man is 22. He is universally recognized as the Mount Rushmore of basketball. He is unquestionably one of the greatest players to have ever played basketball. I have him top 2. Stab me in the chest. Crucify me. Throw me in jail. Of the thousands upon thousands of players who have played in NBA history, I have this man number 2 overall in the history of basketball, despite Kareem Abdul-Jabbar being a 19-time All-Star, a 6-time champion, a 6-time league MVP. It was the greatest, the most trusted move, offensive move in NBA history with the Skyhook. I still had him ahead of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's not enough. So much so that you go this route. It's very unfortunate that he has done this. It's very unfortunate that he has tried to ostracize me amongst the NBA community and the sports world and beyond, talking about how I talk about I'm pooping on the players and all of this other stuff. They don't bring up all the time we praise the players. I applaud them when they win. I criticize them when they're messing up in an effort to make sure that you don't do it again. I'm not wishing anybody to fail, but I have to call it how I see it because I have an audience to answer to. Point is this. The day he came up to me was the day my new contract was announced. So he knows, like everybody else, it's going to be a little while before I go away. I was here before he got here in 2003. And in all likelihood, I'm going to be here when he's gone. You got to deal with that, bro. Plain and simple. It ain't a crime for Michael Jordan to be a GOAT. But clearly, it's a crime with him. And he goes through all of these histrionics and all of this other stuff with Pat McAfee. Be my damn guest. Love Pat McAfee show. Great job. And any other show on ESPN, y'all continue to do what you do. But LeBron James coming on any show, on this network or any other, doesn't escape me. Let's go on with First Take.
Well, there you heard the Laffy Taffy alien. Speaking about aliens, let us talk about Jess Hilarious. So you guys, earlier on, I did a video and I was talking about how Offset was not happy with what Jess had to say about his marriage. And again, I do not have any dog in this fight. I don't. So again, it's just entertainment for me because Offset is a dad, Jess is a dad. So now I'm just watching the dads fighting and it is what it is. And Jess is out there saying that, listen, I will do you what Quavo was done by Chris Brown. Do not play with me. Oh my God, I would drag you. Oh, you're so slow. You're so stupid. Because Shannon asked me that question. Why are you not coming for Shannon? Oh my God, this and that. And of course, Charlamagne was out there applauding her. And one thing about Charlamagne and his co-host is he will applaud you right into getting checked. And when you get checked, you will not see him doing the ad-libs that he's now doing, that he's currently doing for you on that, on that show. That's one thing about Charlamagne. He will drive you to the point where these celebrities will start checking you. And when that happens, Charlamagne and his bald head are nowhere to be seen. They won't be anywhere to be seen. And then you start crying again the same way you were crying that these guys were not standing up for you. But right now, you're getting the bravery, you're getting the boldness from Charlamagne and his ad-libs. But anyway, Offset also, it is what it is, man. You're a dad. So let me just insert what Jess Hilarious had to say about that situation, but I don't think that after that I'm going to be coming back. So that being said, thank you very much you guys for watching and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.
So Jess, you did Club Shay Shay.
I did.
It was a great interview. I watched the full
you.
interview. There was a few moments from the interview that have now started to matriculate off of his YouTube channel because Offset is pretty upset.
Okay, matriculate.
You heard me?
Who?
Offset is upset.
Okay. I don't even know why. Like, what?
I'm going to play the audio. Let's take a listen to Jess speaking on Cardi on Offset in the interview.
Cardi B and Offset going at it online. Would you ever be in a situation where you would go at it with your baby's father?
I would never do that. Now, I never did that.
Right.
No, me and Rome, we done had our days, our arguments. You know, my son's father, I've never gone back and forth with him online. Hell no. Never ever want to do that. Because at the end of the day, it's still us. I think Offset was doing him what he just knew that he had her. He knew she would never leave. He knew the things to do to get her back. He might be good for like a couple weeks or a couple months and then you back out there doing what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yes,
but then
yes.
when she started moving on, oh, that baby couldn't take that.
Yeah.
He be upset when certain people take Cardi's side because I think he feels like it's a side y'all not seeing.
So that is why Offset is upset. So
Really?
Yes, I saw a tweet.
Damn.
I saw a tweet this morning. He said, "Jess, stop mentioning me before I roast you."
No, he said, if I roast you ass.
Oh, for I roast you ass for hating on another black woman.
He tried it. He tried it. Is he talking about you or who is he talking about?
I think he's talking about the whole situation with us up here and all that stuff.
See, and then that's the thing, right? Because he is in my DM. I didn't open the DM yet because then I would feel compelled to just go crazy on this man. For real, for real. I read the first few words and it said, why my name in your interview? Because I was asked about you, stupidity. Come at Shannon. Don't come at me. You mad. We see the way you move. You mad. And you crash out, and you should, behind your wife. But don't do you. And then you see her moving on. And then now you mad at everybody else for talking about it. Everything you do is in the media, stupidity. Like, telling you, you can try to play that game if you want, Offset. You don't know me. You do not know me. And just like Chris did your man Quavo, I will do you the same way. No music. Like, I'm not.
You said like Chris did Quavo.
With the beat.
Yeah.
The battle record.
See, they artists, so they did it over a beat. I don't need a beat. Let's not play. He think it's baby mother mouth crazy.
But Offset had felt the way before, though. He felt the way when y'all was talking about him on Breakfast Club before.
Yeah, I think he was.
What
He was
did we
upset at
say?
both
What
of
are we
us.
talking about?
I think he was mad because we took Cardi's side. I know I said I'm happy to see her getting outside because from what I see publicly, I feel like he's played with her for a lot.
So
and
what?
she's held him down.
Yeah, so what?
I'm happy to see her attempting to be happy.
Yeah. Well, you feel that way. You feel that bad about it. Come have a conversation. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, that's what he said.
I'm
he
open
said
to
there,
the convo.
He said there was two sides to the story, and I
I
told
even
him.
said that in the interview, yo. I said, now maybe we
Jess
don't see
definitely
what
said that.
Cardi do, outside of, what we see on the media, but, he just got mad at that. That's all.
I think it was a fair question and you gave a fair answer. I don't think that it was shade.
Yeah,
I think it was
I was
honesty.
asked about you. I don't go around talking about you. It is what it is, though.
So Jess